What's going on, beautiful souls? What's going on? I'm trying to figure out where I should put the mic. What's going on, beautiful souls? What's going on with you? Finally quiet in the house. Shout out to the mother of my children. You hear this quietness? I don't even know what to do with myself, to be honest with you. I just got to give her love today, because let me start off by saying through the week, it's so interesting. I would say the first statement that I would probably make is like, do whatever works for your family. If you got a woman that's going to allow you to build whatever situation that you're trying to get for yourself, and she takes her mothering seriously, we got to show these women love, because we see a lot of examples of souls that can care less about the other individual. They don't. And that's what I'm saying. I'm speaking from both sides. I'm not really taking a side, but I did realize that it's a lot of mothers and it's a lot of fathers that, because the other side was moving so shady, they have very little interest in assisting the other in life in any capacity. Got to show her love for that. I'm gonna make sure that you eventually get off your feet. I already told you that. Just thankful, because Monday through Friday, I let mom do her. And that's nothing crazy. She wants to work. And it's crazy having a woman that actually wants to work and provide, and you having to tell her ass to sit down. I'm looking up, not looking at the camera. It's crazy. You got to tell a good woman to sit down, but also sit down and assist her with whatever she may need help with. A lot of these women feel overwhelmed. A lot of mothers feel overwhelmed. Don't have the assistance. Don't get good sleep. I saw a funny video of a mom talking about her sleep schedule and going to work. And I was trying to get, transparency. I was trying to get her to sit down. I had some pretty decent jobs, but when they tired of sitting in the house, they like, this ain't for me. I want to work. I want to do something. Then they get out there and then they realize how trash it is, and then they got to deal with individuals. They'll just let your boy work. We would have been fine. But she believes in my goals. She listens and believes in the things that I present from a logical standpoint. That's why I say I just got to show her love, because it's a lot of things that it could be different. It could be different from how a attitude could be tweaked. Like I said, just do whatever works for your family. If that's both parents working, if that's one parent working, if that's, we got a lot of individuals that can make money from home. And I really feel like we need to start pushing our talents and expressing ourselves to the world, because it's our time. You know what I'm saying? It's so much money out here to be made. You just heal yourself and don't sound crazy. Today's video is about, I have a list of probably 25 things, but and increasing it probably week by week as I scroll through and look at it and read them. But today we'll be talking about 5 things every father should teach their child about life, right? And the first 5 is real simple, so we can keep this short, but I just want to see how it's going to sound. I want to see how it's going to move, things like that. Number 1, let's start it off. Number 1, never let anyone call you out your name. Homie, child, whoever I'm speaking to, sibling. Never let anyone call you out your name, even if it's a joke, because it's not a joke. They're disrespecting you. If they actually cared about you and how you felt, they would not call you out your name. All right, that's 1. Like I said, we're gonna start off real simple. The other 5, the other probably 20, or I could talk for a minute. All right, so number 2. I'm going off of my list. If it's looking like I can't see, I do need glasses. That's why I just make fonts bigger. But let's go on to number 2. See what I put. Learn how to stay in the child's place. Learn how to mind your own business. All right. Again, I saw a TikTok. If it might have been a TikTok, but it was of a mother, and it was like, can we teach our children, especially our daughters, child, that your responsibility is you? And for some odd reason, she was pretty much saying she's the older sister, the oldest big sister, but this is a child. I think I said it before, but a lot of the things that I said to my child, me and your mother's relationship have nothing to do with you. Whether we fight, whether we argue, whether we're debating, it has nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing. That's a part of minding your own business and staying in a child's place. For some odd reason, it's been a growing trend probably the last 10 years of minors butting in on adult conversations like they were being spoken to. You're not being spoken to. Stay in the child's place. Go play with your toys, go draw, go do something. Stop eavesdropping on my conversations. That's also to say being in the house with your loved ones and having to have private conversations, waiting until people are asleep, going into the next room, space not big enough, maybe it's spoken through text until the kids are asleep. Being able to keep situations away from your kid is also going to keep them probably trying to eavesdrop, but that's where us as parents have to take more responsibility in making sure that we don't have traumatic or traumatizing conversations in front of our kids that might damage them in some kind of way. I said it includes parents, relationships, children seeing you fight, the emotional instability, right? Another thing for minding your business is you're going to have friends or people that you consider a friend, but they're always going to be going through something. They always have something to say about somebody. They always have something negative to say. Minding your business is staying out of other people's drama too. Don't make other people's situations yours. When I tell you, this is why, man, when you are taking on somebody else's situation, you are also taking on the emotions. You are also taking on sometimes the mental instability that they carry, the thought process, the negative thought process, the heavy energy. These are all the things that you are going to be, quote unquote, tapping into when you make somebody else's situation your own. And it can get really deep, and it can be hard to shake. It can be hard to get away from. I'm telling you this from an early age. You got to learn how to listen, but not absorb. Don't take in other people's situations. You can listen to it. You can want to help. You can want to give advice. But you absorbing the energy of that situation is always gonna, it can hurt you. It can hurt you. And truly it can start affecting your life. And that's what I'm just trying to teach you, child, sibling, little homie, cousin. That's all I'm trying to say. Your friends or the people that you deem like family, best friend, not realizing that a lot of their actions can come back and bite you in the butt is something that you need to realize early. That's all I'm saying. Oh, you can make marks on here? How nice is that? Didn't even know that. I'm using Riverside. I'm trying to figure out what software I'm using. First time with this kind of video with new Wi-Fi and everything to see if it actually comes out pretty decent. What's going on? All right. Number 3. Let's make a marker for this one. Ha. Created a marker. That's dope. All right. Number 3. I need you to be the most confident, full of self-esteem kid possible. What do I mean by that? I need your we need to help our children build self-confidence. I'm trying to figure out how to say it, but pretty much build your child's self-esteem. Self-confidence can make or break your child. Confidence goes a long way when you're able to go. Let me see. So I'm trying to read what I wrote. Confidence goes a long way. You're able to put it into your seed early. Embracing assertiveness, studying, and learning can boost this confidence and self-esteem in self. Teach your child about self-affirmations. Like I said, I'll be having to reread what I was trying to say so I can get a concept of or where I was trying to go. But yeah, self-confidence. I lacked it. That's what I'm saying. I would like to speak from a couple of different points of views. I lacked a lot of self-confidence. I slowly built it within myself, but I realized mother can do it too. Not saying that moms that be doing their thug thizzle and doing all they can for their children. I'm not speaking to y'all. I'm not trying to sound negative. Women can do it too. You can put Women do it way better than men, but I'm just saying, it's really good when you have a father figure that is speaking, you are the best. I got to build this self-confidence in you, right? I need you to understand that your work ethic makes your confidence. Your work ethic makes your confidence. If you don't have a good work ethic, you are not going to feel confident in self. This is where studying comes from. This is where, and if you don't know how to study, it's okay to ask questions. What's the best way you study? It's different from being an adult and having to study for maybe college or for a test for a job and really wanting to pass it, or even like the driver's test. Some people don't pass the driver's test for the first time, so then they go in with less confidence even though they may have studied. That sometimes stuff like that happens, but generally when you are a good studier, you will have information and you will keep information locked into your mind, so then when you see it again, it's a no-brainer. It's going to take you less than 15 seconds to answer the question instead of sitting there trying to guess. Just a quick thought about how self-confidence pretty much works. But this goes into sports. This is why I say your work ethic matters, because it's never the kid that's there's kids that are naturally talented at things. There's kids that have to study. There's kids that don't have to study and then they pass everything just because they saw the information before. So understand, photographic memory, that's a thing. Like being able to regurgitate information that you've only seen once. These are things that are actually real, but very far between. That still doesn't give you the right to not work hard and develop yourself and build that foundation. Foundation is pretty much, that's the roots. That's the roots of your tree. Just imagine your foundation, it doesn't have work ethic. Your roots are going to be flimsy. Your tree is not going to grow big and tall. Why? Because you didn't take the time to focus on the foundation, right? Which is what? Work ethic. Your work ethic is going to help you develop everything, every single thing. All right. Number 3. All right. So number 4, it's another one that kind of attaches itself or piggybacks off of number 3, but it's embrace your routine. Great stable homes have structure and a strong foundation, in which starts with the routines. Showing your daughter a solid routine can make or break life. And it starts as early as 5 years old. Things are 100 times smoother with your lady. Things are 100 times smoother when your lady and you are on the same page. All right. So structure, foundation, routine, these are all things that these are all things that I would say my father really wanted to teach me, but maybe or definitely didn't have the opportunity to. A lot of time was taken away from him. These are things that I felt like I had to try to develop myself because I will say this. As a young black man, when I was 16, 17, 18, 19 years old, I had so many people giving me knowledgeable information and I didn't know what to do with it, or help me get to a certain space and I couldn't stay there because I didn't know how to maintain it. I'm thankful for all those souls. I'm thankful for all those people that I met. It's just now I'm realizing, when I tell you your father is really the person that instills a lot of that stuff, and that's who I was missing. And that's what I'm saying. When I've seen individuals that have that stable home. And that's what I'm saying. Like, when you sit back and you become adult and you realize what kind of environment you were in and what kind of situation you were in at home versus your friend over here, that's what I'm saying. I had a lot of friends that had stable homes. I don't know why they gravitated to me, but we ended up being cool. A lot of life lessons though, because now that I think about it, I feel like I was kind of a fucked up kid, but I handled it well. A lot of kids, a lot of us adults probably don't. I know some that can say that, but I don't know. So if you can't say that, please let me know in the comments. That'll be it'll mean we vibing. We kind of understand each other. Cause man, I sit back and I think about it and I tell my child, I'm like, hey baby, I'm not trying to spoil you. It's not a dictatorship. I really want you to like thrive in this world. And when you see what you was missing, And but then you already, that's what I'm saying, I've already done this work. It's like the shadow work, inner child healing. That's what I'm saying. I stay focused on all of that. It's like forgiving your parents and then rebuilding a relationship with them, but then they still have other kids. It's just like, I don't really have no hatred in my heart. I never really did. That's what I'm saying. Even when negative things were happening to me, I'll ask God why. And then in silence, I might hear, you'll figure it out one day. And now, I was like, I understand. And that's what my having boys, it didn't, that don't say my girls really changed me. I don't think having boys really, maybe towards the men in my life, I might feel some type of way now, but I definitely realized like a father is needed. Whew. Your dad is needed. And you know what I'm saying? I had a dad and a brother that was in the military. So it's just like a lot of the stuff that, I mean, I was a respectful kid. So I don't really know how else. I see kids nowadays and I'm just like, you talk to your mama like that? You talk, you talk, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes they'd be like, you talk to your daddy like that? And you know what I'm saying? It just turned me for a loop because I'm just like, some of these kids, they be needing their head rocked. They be needing to get rocked. And they don't. You know what I'm saying? But then you got the parents on the other side that they beating they disabled kids. I don't even want to go there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's another video that I could pull up. But yeah, it's just going wild. All right. Number 4, routine. Embrace the routine. Get on a routine. Understand that routines will save your life. The faster you learn how to get on a routine, the better. The smoother your life goes when you know what you are doing with your times and you can get out of sleep. Boom. All right. Number 5. Look at that. I already said it. I told my dad, I was just like, I'm only going to do 5 at a time because I know I'm going to talk a lot. The video is going to be too damn long. I was just telling them that. I was just like, this is why I'm not going to do 10 in a row because I'm going to be talking for too damn long. I start blabbering at the mouth. Because I get excited. I'm not gonna lie. I really like talking to y'all. I like building a familiar community with other individuals that are going and that's what I'm saying, not trauma bonding, not going through similar stuff. We have the same vision on where we going. That's what I'm saying. Community. You might have family, houses, barndominiums. What is it? I forgot what they call them. The family communities with like 10 houses on it, 5-10 houses on it, spread across 55-100 acres. That's the stuff that I be thinking about. That's who I be vibing with. Just dope people. A lot of Virgos. Shout out to the Virgos. I don't know why I get a lot of Virgos that be fucking with me, but shout out to y'all, because Virgos, we, for some odd reason, we rock with each other. We just know. Should be extra, but we know. All right. Last but not least, number 5, and this is a good one. I spoke on it a little bit. Did I just see it, Angel? Did y'all see that? I saw that. You came and you disappeared. I saw that. You can't hide. I saw you. Seek out healthy relationships. Soul ties and trauma bonds are real. Teaching your daughter what a healthy relationship and expressing to her the other side of relationships and how to spot manipulation early. Ooh, rough. What can I say? Dark magic is real. Manipulation is real. A lot of kids learn manipulation from their parents, and they don't speak on it. I tell you all the time, there's no way for you to manipulate me. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been through it all. I've seen it all. I'm a well-heeled, not completely healed, healing. I'm a well-healing individual that sees a lot. There's going to be a lot of things that you're not going to be able to get past me or your mother because we communicate with each other. But yeah, trauma bonds and soul ties, they're real. Trauma bonding is when the only thing that you and your friend can agree on is everything negative. That's what a trauma bond situation is like. And I know I probably said that probably slightly wrong, and somebody might try to comment a better way of saying it, but let me think real quick. Trauma bonding can be you and your friend, no matter what gender, you guys come together on all the horrible things that happen in your life or the stuff that you're always complaining about. That's what you will realize. Like healthy relationships, healthy friendships, healthy any type of relationship, family relationship, work relationship, school relationship. It doesn't matter. They all kind of operate the same way. You can't be a grimy individual and think you're going to keep a lot of beautiful souls in your life, especially the ones that actually care about you. So realize this from a young age. Like, your friends are never going to cross you. The ones that care about you, they will only speak good about you. They will never have anything negative to say about you. They will stop any conversation that is happening around them that is bringing you into a negative light. They won't let that happen around them. These are true friends. Like I said, true friend, they're not gonna call you out your name. A true friend is not gonna try to prank you in some like crazy way. There's funny pranks, and then there's some then there's stuff that's just way too far. Real friends, they gonna keep it 100 with you, and that's what I'm saying. Like, to be truthful, I see my child and I'm like, you could be a better friend. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's I feel like it's parents like me that I don't I don't really rock with people. So I'm not gonna seem like I'm the most friendly, right? I've done all that already. Seen it bite me in the butt. And that's what I'm like, so when I teach my child, I'm just like, even my mama said it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people will end up saying it. When you go through life, it's rare that you find that you have a bunch of friends and they all like you. Somebody's lying. Somebody is just there to piggyback off your energy. Somebody is there because you attract all the cool people and you got all the friends and people. And that's not even friends. It's just people that want to rock with you. And you gotta realize that there's always gonna be room for friends. When you are a healed individual, there's always gonna be room for dope friendships. And there's no number that you can put on it. But as a young individual, you still have to learn what to and what not to deal with. And that's why when your parents say that's not a good friend, we're not trying to be mean. That's what I'm saying. A lot of kids actually make friends extremely easily. But I'm saying, as an adult, I'm telling you, being double your age, and I've spoken to your old man, my old man, and Chocolate Drop, and my mother about it. Even your friendships, the real ones, they're gonna come far and few between. And it's gonna take you not to destroy them by little white lies and trying to be somebody you're not. Woo! You gotta be you. And that's why I say, can we learn who you are first before we let everybody else tell you who you are? Because that's why I try to tell you your actions. This is where work ethic kind of falls all the way back into all of this. Your actions and your work ethic determine who you are. That's who people remind. That's how people are going to remember you. That's why I'm just like, I don't know what to say for you, but don't say I worked hard. You know what I'm saying? I started off kind of rocky, but after a while, I wasn't an issue in the classroom. I was a joy to be in the classroom once you start actually taking things seriously and realizing you're there for an experience and you take that experience for what it is, being in the moment. Realize this, baby. A lot of people, they don't live in the moment, even as a young child. I want you to have your whole childhood. Be in the moment of your childhood. Because once it's over, you're gonna come back to this video 10 years later. You're gonna be like, what? And you're gonna be full grown. I'm telling you, remain a child, because once it's over, and then it's nothing but bills. Even the fun stuff, sometimes it gets clouded with bills. You gotta stay not too high, not too low. And the last thing that I'll say before I end this video, I feel like it's actually a pretty decent video. I heard it the other day, and it was saying, first, let me tell you where I'm going with this. I was talking to my child, and I'm working on this. This is why I'm okay with making the video. I'm talking to my child. That's what I'm saying. So she's playing sports, right? And before, I saw her take it more seriously, but then I don't deep dive head first into astrology, right? I did a little bit of research on my child and her sign, and it pretty much was saying, what is she, an Aries? I think she's an Aries. It was pretty much saying that she might love to compete with other people in whatever they're good at, and she might not care for it, pretty much in the summary. And I jumped on it because I definitely saw that, because my daughter is an amazing artist. If I show you her artwork, you'd be like, how old is she again? And I'll be like, bro, she's been doing it since she's been 9 or 10. Dope individual. Amazing individual. My child is freaking dope, right? I'm telling my dad, and I'm like, bro, she got this natural talent. And it's like, but I'm a basketball coach, so she out here, and I feel like she's not putting her all into it, but she's still trying to compete. Now it's different. Now she's away from her auntie, and shout out to my baby sister, because she gonna be on the map. So I'm telling you, she not even really playing with girls full time yet. You know what I'm saying? Let my baby girl get her feet together, and that's what I'm just like. I show pride. That's what I'm saying. I can't. I'm not gonna lie. My sister, that feel like my little daughter. She's the same age as my daughter, right? That's my baby. That's my baby. And then I got a 19-year-old brother. That's my baby too. And you can't tell me otherwise. Even if he's afraid to speak to me, even if you think that he can't come to me, those are both my babies. I need my daughter to understand that. I raised all of y'all. So all y'all getting the elbows and the knees if I feel disrespected. Beautiful soul though. I'm telling my child, I'm just like, you're amazing at art. And I was like, I don't really care if you play sports. Just don't put this down. Right? Just don't put this down. You're so good at this, you better not put this down. This will break my heart if you stop doing this one thing. Because I noticed how naturally good at it she was. Now I'm like, you want to play sports? I'm telling you the dedication and the work that it takes to actually be good at this sport. And I don't know how, after I became good, after I realized how passionate I was about actually being pretty decent at the game, to be able to pick up a ball and people want you to play on the court, like, it took me so long. And basketball has been the one thing that I feel like has grown my confidence from a young child to when I was actually able to understand the world for myself. Basketball has helped me so much in confidence and the bounce back and the mental preparation that it takes just to get through life. That's why I feel like sports are very vital for kids, right? I don't mind her playing. I'm just telling her the dedication it takes. Then I see the competition level and I'm like, oh, these kids aren't good. If you just been working the last year and a half, like was in Cali, because in Cali she was in the gym 7 days a week. That's what I'm saying. We waiting to move back, but in Cali she was in the gym 7 days a week. It's a different situation now, and she understands, like, oh, if I really want it, I'm gonna have to go get it. And that's what I'm just like, it's different. And that's what I'm saying. In girls basketball, you already know how it is. I be out here looking embarrassed because I got a sister that can score 20 points any given night with 10 steals, 10 rebounds, with 10 assists. I'm telling you, she can fill up the freaking stat line. And my daughters used to playing with her, right? They were on the same team. To going from that to having to do everything yourself and then relearn the game and then take a whole year off. I'm telling you, baby, it's gonna take a little bit more energy for you to get back to where you was and then pick it up. And I don't feel bad, because this is me as a father trying to teach my daughter what work ethic is and how hard work and what it can turn into. But then it's like when she speaks stuff like, oh, you want to move back to Cali and you want to do what? You know what I'm saying? We doing art or we hooping? Because you need some work ethic, right? And that's what I'm saying. I've been working on building my child's self-esteem up. Sorry, I've been going for an extra 5 minutes. I've been building my child's self-esteem up, right? One thing that I would love to say that I learned, or I heard again the other day, because I've read it in my books plenty of times, is that, remember when I tell you, baby girl, you can't get too high or too low? Like I spoke on this years ago in a couple of videos, and it's like, when people give you a compliment, you just say thank you. If people call you ugly, just say thank you. Or just nod your head, either or. And what I'm saying is, somebody's compliment of you because you've worked so hard and you truly understand the work that you put in. And that's what I'm saying. You got to realize it's different. There's a difference. So this is one thing I'm talking about, but then there's a whole nother side to it. When somebody gives you a compliment, oh, you're good, you should stay here. Oh, you're bad, you should stay here. I'm not saying, in other words, it's like, here's what the statement was. If I were to thank you for you calling me good, I would have to believe you when you called me bad. Pretty much what I took from that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody's going to have their other little interpretation. I shouldn't give a damn whether you like me or not. I shouldn't give a damn whether you like what I'm doing or not. And that's what I'm saying. This comes from a place of actually having a work ethic. If you're a lazy bum, you cannot repeat any of this. Be level-headed. And that's what I'm saying. This is something I'll have to teach my sister. So that's what I'm saying. I'm repeating it. That's what I'm saying. This is not to just my daughter. People are going to give you compliments. You shouldn't care. It should just flow right off your back. When people speak negatively of you, it should just flow right off your back. It should go right over your head. You know what I mean? And that's when the story that I heard, it was funny because I think dude said he was in Jamaica and he was like, he was making chess pieces out of wood. And dude was like, hey, you dope. And he was like, oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. And that was he was like, I'm confused. He was just like, no, I'm trying to tell you, you dope. And he was like, no, no, thank you. No, thank you. He was like, I wonder if there's a language barrier here, or is it something else? He says it one more time. The dude is like, he was like, do you understand what I'm saying? And he's spoken clear English. I understand what you are saying, but I cannot accept your compliment, because if I accept your compliment, I will have to accept you telling me that I am less than. So, in other words, that's what I'm saying. Even I don't know what you're going to become. All I can do is show you the tools on how to be good, on how to be great, and show you with my actual work ethic, show you with my actual passion, show you with my actual lifestyle that I'm building and I'm growing every single day. That's the only way I'm able to show you, right? But I need you to understand that eventually you will go out into this world, and I need you. I'll say, if you even remember half of what I said, I feel like you'd be good. People are going to speak kindly about you. People are going to speak negatively about you. You can't let it affect you. I think with your drawings, I'll remember how I said, I'll never say your drawing is, I'll definitely tell you your drawing is trash. That's what I'm saying. Honesty is a part of this. And that's what I'm saying. Realizing that you're good and then realizing that you just need work. It's okay to suck. So that's why I'm like, when I tell you you're trash at something, it's okay to be trash at something, but you got to realize you're trash and be like, oh, I'm conscious that I'm trash at it and I want to get better. That's it. That's what it takes. But then to internalize it and then let it eat at you and then ruin, that's what I'm saying. Stuff like that can ruin friendships. Like your friend telling you suck at sports. Some people, that rubs them the wrong way, and then they're not friends anymore. Some people saying, oh, that art is boo-boo, or that's what I'm saying. And you can't, as you can hear what I'm saying, it's like, it's a part of what I'll talk about in a completely another video. What is it? I think it's one of the 5 laws, but it's like not taking everything personally. Or is it it's the 4 or something. I can't think of it right now. I've been recording too long, but it's a book that I'll definitely, after a while, I'll remember, and I'll put it in the comments. But God is good. 5 things that every father should teach their child about life. Hopefully I didn't babble on for too long. God is good, though. Thank you. Give me a comment, subscribe. Let your soul speak. I'm at like 22K now. I know that's all off of reactions, but my goodness, God is good. Give me a like, comment, subscribe. I'm probably gonna make shorts of this and stuff and put it on my other channels. My Nye the Family Guy channel. Be looking out for that one. That's my other family channel that I'm gonna be putting a lot of this content on besides my main one. Get that one a like, subscribe to that one. Be putting on a lot more specific content about me and the kids and the family on that one. God is good, and we are out.